This morning, new developments in the search for a missing 3-year-old. The reason his mother is now in police custody.
Plus, a night of inspiration. We'll show you how the Black Business Awards are lifting up the community.
All right, we do have some changes after starting out in the 30s this morning. We'll see some clouds and even some rain and snow showers later today. We'll track it for you coming up.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Boy, a 30-degree swing from the high yesterday to this morning. Huge difference.
Yeah, it felt wonderful out there yesterday. We're going to get back to some of those temperatures, it looks like. For the meantime, Kelly, it looks like we're kind of back to this chilly February weather.
Yeah, back to reality. We've obviously yesterday, the day before, just about picture perfect weather for this time of February. If you like mild weather, temperatures near 60. But today is going to be different. Now, we're starting off about the same levels that we were yesterday morning, but we're not going to get the rise out of the temperatures because we have a cold front on the way. That'll bring falling temperatures. We'll get up close to 40 by the noon hour or so, and then temperatures starting to fall, and also some rain and snow showers starting to develop after the noon hour. Milder weather quickly, though, returns on Sunday right through Tuesday. Could be talking about a record high by Tuesday. That's out ahead of a storm system that may produce some stronger storms going into late Tuesday evening. Meantime, a little bit of sunshine this morning, but the clouds will win out as the morning wears on. We'll start to see some snow showers, maybe mixing with some rain showers as it heads down toward Madison, over there toward Mineral Point here between 2 and 3 o'clock. Temperatures in the upper 30s now starting to fall, and then changing to all snow as we get towards 6 o'clock before starting to wind down between 7 and 8 o'clock. Then the cold air settles on in. Beautiful sunrise again this morning. Temperatures right now sitting at freezing here in Madison. Clouds winning out later this morning as temperatures get up close to 40 today. Talk more about the weekend forecast, including that warm up into next week coming up.
Okay, thank you very much, Kelly. The defendant in the brutal sexual assault of a UW-Madison student is scheduled to be back in court today.
Brandon Thompson has his final pretrial hearing this morning at 10 o'clock. During the pretrial, both sides discuss the evidence that will be used during the trial. Prosecutors say Thompson attacked the UW student September 3rd. He's charged with first-degree sexual assault causing bodily harm, first-degree reckless injury, and strangulation and suffocation. He's pleaded not guilty. The Sexual Violence Resource Center set up a GoFundMe for the victim. She's been in the hospital fighting for her life. This morning, it's raised nearly $70,000. The posting says the funds will be used to pay for the loss of work for the victim and their family during her recovery, as well as other costs associated with the trauma.
The mother of the missing 3-year-old boy out of Manitowoc County could face charges today after authorities say they've arrested 2 people in the case. This as search parties continue to look for Elijah Vu. The 3-year-old boy has been missing from 2 rivers since Tuesday morning, triggering an Amber Alert. Vu was last seen at 8 that morning. He's about 3 feet tall, weighing 45 pounds. Elijah was last seen wearing gray sweatpants, a dark-colored long-sleeve shirt, and red and green dinosaur slip-on shoes. His mother is being held on suspicion of child neglect. She could appear in court to face charges today. Per station policy, we're not naming her since she hasn't been formally charged.
Well, police have arrested a woman now who they say was a suspect in 2 Madison area bank robberies. Investigators say the 38-year-old woman led officers on a pursuit Thursday morning after being spotted beginning in the town of Dunn. Authorities say she tried robbing the Old National Bank on Raymond Road in Madison Wednesday morning, but then left without any money. And then about an hour later, she entered the Associated Bank in Fitchburg on Fish Hatchery Road, demanding money there, and left with an unknown amount of cash. She's currently in police custody. We're not naming her as she hasn't been formally charged yet.
New information now. Fitchburg firefighters say no one was hurt after a building off County Highway B caught fire Thursday afternoon. Fire crews arrived to find smoke in the building. They were quickly able to extinguish the fire, though. The building did suffer some minor damage. Investigators are working to figure out what exactly caused it.
6:03 now. A look at the White House this morning, where the Biden administration is preparing to impose hundreds of new sanctions on Russia. It's an effort to cripple Putin's military as Russia's war with Ukraine enters its 3rd year. The White House plans to hit Russia with more than 500 new sanctions today. Earlier in California, the president embraced the wife and daughter of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny nearly a week after his death. The White House blames Vladimir Putin. Russian authorities now say Navalny died of natural causes while at an Arctic penal colony. Meantime, the Biden administration continues to press Congress to pass more aid for Ukraine.
America cannot turn inward. We cannot resort to isolationism. We do need Congress to give us the funding in order to supply Ukraine with what it needs.
CBS News has also learned that the sanctions will target companies, banks, and individuals both inside and outside of Russia. The administration is describing this as the largest set of sanctions yet since Russia's invasion of Ukraine began.
To campaign 2024 now. It's the last day before the Republican primary in South Carolina. Candidates are making a final push to win voters over. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is hoping for a home state advantage, but former President Trump has a commanding lead in state polls. Nationwide, he has 63 delegates to Haley's 17. Some of his supporters say she should drop out, but Haley vows she will stay in the race for that GOP nomination.
To some new information now about State Street. City officials are discussing the street's future. The conversation was with Madison business leaders ahead of an experimental pedestrian mall that's going in later this year. City leaders, UW-Madison officials, and others spoke about the importance that State Street plays in connecting the community.
As an undergrad and a Badger, I remember living off campus, walking down State Street every day. I'd get my coffee, I'd get my cookies or muffins at Jamie's and go to class. And it's where you met with your friends. It's where you interacted with the businesses. It's where you did shopping. So it's really, really important that that's maintained.
The pedestrian mall will take up the 400 through 600 blocks of State Street and will be closed to non-emergency vehicle traffic.
6:06 on your Friday. For 6 years, Madison's Black Chamber of Commerce has been putting the spotlight on entrepreneurs of color at their Black Business Awards. Well, last night they took the spotlight part literally with a Hollywood-themed event. Our Arman Rahman has more from the red carpet.
And then throw us the paparazzi flash pictures of each business owner of color who had their chance to walk the red carpet like a celebrity. Because the real star of the night was
Black excellence. We feel so welcomed.
The Black Chamber of Commerce went to the community to see who they felt deserved an award. They got back 750 nominations, showing the weight of these entrepreneurs' contributions.
I think this is shining a light on the wonderful and talented Black entrepreneurs. Yes, the underdogs, the smaller people that's not like, making millions of dollars a year, but are very important in our community.
Awards were given out in 12 categories, from media to retail to hair care trailblazer.
I love what I do. I love making people feel beautiful and educating people about their hair care.
Cosmetologist Andrea Booker won the award for that category. She started her business Très Ajour LLC last July, selling hair care tools and products.
My granddaughter passed away at 11 days old in 2022. Her name was Treasure. And it was a lot of tragedy in our family. And I was thinking of doing this anyway, and I just wanted to give our family something to be happy about.
Support was an essential part of networking at the event for business owners who say they face additional challenges as people of color.
We have to also pat ourselves on the back even when we're not doing good and when we're doing well. So just to critique and just, be our own support system.
And the Hollywood treatment also gave them a boost to go back and serve their communities.
It's very inspirational.
Arman Rahman reporting there. The guests also got a chance to look at the Black Wall Street Marketplace and art exhibit. You can check it out too. It's free to the public today at the Monona Terrace from 2 until 4:30.
Time 6:08. Kelly, what's coming up?
Well, I tell you what, we do have some changes on the way. We do have a little bit of sun for now, but we are looking at a cold front that'll bring in some clouds and colder temperatures and even some rain and snow. We'll track it for you coming up in the first morning forecast.
Coming up in your morning sports, one final regular season matchup for Badger women's hockey. How the team's coming together at the right time.
And we're in the 608 on skates on this Friday morning, hanging out with the Madison speed skaters at the Oregon Ice Arena.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota all-wheel drive sedans.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a stylish new 2024 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show is coming, and admission is free. Make contacts, hire contractors at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Shop, compare, and save big. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
It's the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy one, get one free on Blue Bunny frozen desserts. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loin fillets or tenderloins. Buy one, get one free on Doritos. Buy one, get one free on 7-Up 6-packs. Buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee potato chips. And buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee cottage cheese. Don't miss the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the extended President's Day super sale at Denver Mattress.
Madam President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And purple?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated up to $800 off adjustable mattress sets.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 6 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the extended President's Day super sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
One breath can delight them all. Protect yourself against RSV with Pfizer's Abrysvo, a vaccine to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. It's not for everyone and may not protect all who receive it. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had an allergic reaction to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may decrease your response. Most common side effects are tiredness, headache, injection site pain, and muscle pain. Ask about Pfizer's Abrysvo because every breath matters.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
The Bulls Bands and Barrels Tour returns to the Alliant Energy Center on Saturday, February 24th, 7 p.m. Featuring bull riding, barrel racing, freestyle bullfighting with a live performance by Ian Munson. Bulls Bands and Barrels, Saturday, February 24th, 7 p.m. Alliant Energy Center.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
This morning we're hanging out with the Madison Speed Skating Club. They asked Josh Sprider to join them for a rematch on the ice.
Boy, a little scary. I don't want to go up against Josh. He's live in Oregon with a follow-up this morning. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. So I had to do a little math this morning. You guys know I love being out on the ice. I grew up playing hockey in Minnesota. So my hockey skates have seen better days. It has been 13 years since I got these babies sharpened, but that changed this week. I got them sharpened. I'm ready for some ice time. Of course, we're with the Madison Speed Skaters. I got to make sure that I showed up to put in that work today. I want to bring in Mary and Tevin this morning. They're going to talk a little bit more about the club. Mary, I want to start with you because you're one of the coaches here, and this is really a special group of people.
Yeah, it's a really nice group. We have about 30 people on our team and about 16 people who come routinely for practice. I've been part of the club since about 2018 and have earned up to the level 3 coaching, which is the highest ranking. So we have 2 coaches of that ranking, allowing us to coach at a most elite level for our athletes to get better and better.
And you guys really make some history here for the Madison area.
Yeah, so last year we were about 2nd overall at the age group short track nationals held in Milwaukee. And we made about, I think, 4 national titles, 12 national records, and 2 of our athletes got into the Masters national team.
That's huge. That's huge. So, Tevin, you're one of the folks a part of this club. What is your favorite part about being with the Madison Speed Skaters?
Probably my favorite part is the community. Everybody here is, very nice, very friendly. It's a very good atmosphere. Everybody's here, to work, learn skating, and get a good workout.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating for around 3 or 4 years now.
What got you into it?
My grandma actually found this on the internet, so...
And now here you are. What is your favorite part about being a part of this group?
My favorite part is most likely the speed. I like going really fast. It's a fun thing. Yeah.
And you really can get going on the skates, too.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to skating here. We'll talk a little bit more with Coach, because you guys, moving forward, are hoping to grow even more here in the 608.
Yeah, we definitely are. We're open for any athletes who are interested in skating, who have background and comfortable on the ice. We have about half of our club are masters, which means that they're 30 years old or older. We also have a couple of seniors, so 18 and plus. And then the other half of our club are juniors, who are ages from 5 to 17. We also have a few people who come once in a while or who are in their 60s and 70s, so really all ages.
Yeah, a little bit of everything for everyone. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much for having us out.
Thank you so much.
If you'd like to learn more about the Madison Speed Skating Club, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Coming up, we're going to talk a little history. I think Mark Schilling's trying to find me on the ice. I'm already out skating around here, guys. We'll talk a little history of the Madison Speed Skaters and really some of the marks that they have met, not only here in Wisconsin, but really across the country, guys.
All right, looking forward to it. Josh in Oregon this morning. Thanks, Josh.
Looks like a gazelle on skates, doesn't he?
Doesn't he? He does.
Hey, remember to reach out to Josh to let him know what inspires you. There's his handle and his email.
Here's another smooth operator. Kelly Slip is outside on the patio letting us know what our weekend is looking like. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, the weekend's going to be kind of split down the middle. Tomorrow, we got a lot of sunshine, but it's just going to be kind of chilly, especially in the morning. But Sunday looks to be like a really nice day to be outside and enjoying some sunshine. Now, this morning, we do have the sun coming up. We will see a little bit of sunshine this morning, but as we get into the late morning hours into the afternoon, we're calling for some changes coming our way. We've got a cold front on the way, and that'll keep our temperatures near 40 around the noon hour, maybe 1 o'clock. Then they'll slowly drop through the 30s as that colder air works in, but still well above our average, which now is 34, and the sun comes up now at 6:44. All right, we are looking at some changes coming our way with the cold front passing through. That'll bring in clouds and also some scattered rain and snow showers here this afternoon. This will linger into the early evening before starting to taper off. But this bout of some cold air is only going to last 2 days. And after that, it looks like we'll get into some mild weather on Sunday, and then we'll continue to climb all the way into the low 60s or low to mid 60s, it looks like Tuesday. And our record high on Tuesday is 61. So I think we'll probably have a good chance of breaking that. That's out ahead of a storm that may bring us some stronger storms developing Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. First of all, we got to deal with some snow showers. This will be mixed with a little bit of rain, but better chances during the afternoon hours before starting to taper off after about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Here's that cold front that's going to bring in the much colder air that we haven't had for the last week or so, but it doesn't look like it'll last long. Just today and also tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll start out in the teens up to 37, but notice how we quickly jump 50s on Sunday, well in the 50s, maybe close to 60 Monday, mid-60s Tuesday, and that will bring us some storms and then some colder air on the backside of it, at least briefly. And this has been the case over the last several weeks. We get these cold fronts through, but they only last a couple days, and then we rebound. So some sunshine this morning. The clouds will quickly move in, though, by the mid to late morning hours. Noticing some snow showers moving in to Camp Douglas toward the Dells here at the noon hour. Here in Madison, 2, 3 o'clock, may mix with a little bit of rain, especially areas to the south. And then it changed to all snow as temperatures continue to fall throughout the afternoon. Between 7 and 8 o'clock, most of this should be down to the south, and then we start to clear out and turn colder. Snowfall amounts, minor, less than an inch of snow expected. We do have that first warn alert day for the potential of some strong to severe storms. This will be Tuesday afternoon and evening as we're going to watch this storm system move in. So it'll quickly be a round that'll move in during the late afternoon and evening, and then the colder air works in and brings us about a snow on the backside. Right now it's 25 in Lone Rock, 32 in Madison, and also Janesville. So the changes on the way today. Tomorrow starting off cold in the teens, 37 for the high, but we quickly rebound. There's that first warn alert day for that potential for some strong storms Tuesday afternoon, evening. May see a little bit of snow before it winds down Wednesday morning.
It's the final regular season series for the Wisconsin women's hockey team, and it's a massive one. It's a national championship rematch in the battle of the top 2 teams in the country, with Ohio State coming down. The Buckeyes swept the Badgers way back in November, but a lot has changed since then. Both teams enter on 15-game win streaks, and Mark Johnson's squad knows they're a much better team than the one that laced up the skates back in Columbus.
We've just gotten more comfortable with each other, so I think going to this one, we're just kind of ready to go even more than we were then. I just think we're more put together and brought together.
A lot of the individuals on our team are peaking at the right time. It just takes time when you have a young team and you have different people coming together. Like the beginning of the season, that's a really tough challenge to go to Ohio State and play. So we're definitely a different team than we were back then.
There's no way around it. It hasn't been Wisconsin's month on the court. The Badgers are just 2-5 since the calendar turned to February, but things might be looking up. They just beat Maryland and now have a week in between games to get ready for that final stretch run. But a week off does not mean Greg Gard's team will be taking it easy until they head to Indiana.
They're going to sit around and, lay on the couch and eat chips for a week. We'll be getting after it, and sometimes our practices are a little more heated than games are when we start, put the clock on and start keeping score, and guys don't like to lose, so they'll get after each other, and we'll make sure we try to continue to stay in sync now that we're hopefully playing a little better.
To the mat, day one of the state wrestling tournament, girls quarterfinals. At 107, Fenimore's Brooklyn Lowell was in control from the start. She pins her way to the semifinals with a third period fall. Lowell is one of 2 Golden Eagles moving on to tonight. Fort Atkinson's Haley Fletcher also dominated. The near fall there was en route to a 12-3 major, and she's on to the 120-pound semis. Her opponent, Mineral Point's Delia Collins. The Pointer sophomore wins with a second period pin. And then at 126, Milton's Maddie Peach wasted no time. The fall in just 67 seconds sends her to tonight's semifinals. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. And a quick programming note for you. Tonight on Channel 3, you can watch the Milwaukee Bucks. That means CBS programming will be seen later than normal tonight. Here's the full schedule. We have all this information up on channel3000.com as well.
Okay, still ahead, history made in space. We'll show you the first ever commercial moon landing.
But first, if you're heading anywhere this weekend, a look at gas prices across Wisconsin compared to the national average. News 3 Now this morning. We'll be right back.
How the new voting maps could change the game for Wisconsin politics, Monday at 6.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
We went to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machines. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Save on big projects. Menards 11% off everything is happening now. Don't miss out. Complete your laundry room. Save 11% on Clearview cabinetry. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Build your dream deck and get 11% off Ultra Deck composite decking. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a whole house. There's no limit to what you can save. Menards 11% off everything is happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it.
Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
Watch the Bucks return to broadcast TV when they take on the T-Wolves on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Greek Freak heads to Minnesota to tangle with one of the top teams in the West. It's a Twin Cities showdown. Bucks, T-Wolves on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Tonight at 9, here on WISC TV3.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Here we go.
Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at your morning. Linda with a stunner of a sunrise there.
Sky is on fire in this image.
Indeed.
Loving the colors. Beautiful scene. Thanks, Linda, for sharing it with us.
All right, what do we got for trending today?
So after 55 years from when Neil Armstrong stepped foot on the moon, saying one small step for man, there's a private U.S. company now that's taking a giant leap for commercial space exploration. Intuitive Machines, a Houston-based company, made history yesterday by landing on the moon. Odysseus marked the first commercial moon landing ever. It carried less than 300 pounds of cargo, including 6 instruments for NASA. The space agency hopes to have astronauts moonwalking there by the end of the decade.
We just watched Apollo 13. Have you seen that movie?
Classic.
Oh my gosh, how horrifying.
Classic Ron Howard, yeah.
Just absolutely terrifying. But I couldn't believe it's been decades since we've sent someone to the moon.
It's been, yeah, a very long time. That program shut down a long time ago. The images, everybody, there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists out there posting stuff online this morning comparing, you know, like our most recent images from the moon, like craft that have landed there before. I mean, recently, I think there was one last year. And all the footage that we had from like the late 60s and the 70s, like crystal clear images, the color photos, you know, all that stuff, and comparing it to what we're seeing now. And they're like, something's fishy. And yes.
Well, the internet says it, Chris.
Right. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the images of what's out there.
I think he's trying to say he's a conspiratorialist. No. Just like putting that little bug in your head.
No. All right, hey, we're going to get to your forecast that has some big swings in the temperature coming up right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now for a special offer to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swab's 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
This morning, a new challenge to abortion restriction. How Planned Parenthood wants to make abortions almost impossible to ban.
Plus, a family taking home the trophy. How they're using their trophy business to do something good.
And the sun is coming up. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise, but some clouds and some colder weather on the way. We'll have the first morning forecast coming up.
Good Friday morning, everybody. You made it. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. If you haven't seen that trophy story yet, the story about this family business giving these old trophies some new life, really interesting. That's coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
Can't wait to see it. Charlotte said it was a really good one. She worked with one of our photojournalists on that. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to a return to warmer weather, because we're not exactly going to see that today.
No, a little bit of a cool down today, Kelly.
Yeah, you know, that's been the trend pretty much for the last month, couple months, that we've seen a couple of cold days and then we warm up. And that's going to be the trend over the next 10 days or so. We've got one shot of colder weather arriving today. We're not going to rise a whole lot from where we're at this morning. Temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s, but also we have some rain and snow showers moving in. But we'll get right back into that milder weather by Sunday. That'll continue Monday. Could be breaking some record high temperatures on Tuesday out ahead of a storm system that does have the potential of producing some stronger storms. It looks like late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, then maybe a little bit of snow on the backside of that storm system. So kind of active over the next 10 days. 32 right now in Madison, also Fitchburg, 32 in Sun Prairie, very common number this morning, and a little bit of sunshine this morning. Temperatures rising up close to 40 here at the noon hour, but noticing some rain and snow showers developing up toward north. Those slide down toward Madison between 2 and 3 o'clock. Mixing with a little bit of rain at times, but as temperatures cool off throughout the afternoon, that will change over to all snow before starting to wind down between 7 and 8 o'clock. So a shot of some colder air on the way. 32 right now. We will enjoy some sunshine for the next couple of hours before that cloud cover moves on in. Talk more about the cool weather to start the weekend, but that big warm up into next week coming up.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. Now a look at the state capitol, where the fight for abortion rights in the state continues this morning. A new legal challenge to Wisconsin's abortion ban is being put now to the state Supreme Court.
Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin is asking the court to create a new right to abortion in the state. The organization is looking to create an affirmative right to an abortion. This is a big push toward abortion rights in Wisconsin. This is because once a court grants those rights to people, it makes it really hard for laws to restrict them.
There are these inherent rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so it's our theory that the right to life, the right to liberty necessarily includes the right to bodily autonomy, the right to self-determination, and therefore abortion care.
This new right would be under the Wisconsin Constitution, meaning that the liberal-controlled state Supreme Court would have the final say over this issue.
Where a question is about the interpretation of state law or a state constitution, then the state's highest court has the final word. And no federal court, including the U.S. Supreme Court, can overrule that.
This could also possibly pave the way for lawsuits challenging some of the restrictions that state law places on access to abortion.
The State Assembly, meantime, has adjourned for the rest of the year. Had a final day filled to the brim, though, with impactful laws, including a bill that they passed that will gut Universities of Wisconsin's diversity, equity, and inclusion prospects. This is the same bill we've been talking about for some time now. Republicans focused heavy on negotiations throughout the year on this. Late into the legislative session, the university and Republicans came to an agreement on the funding. That agreement forces the UWs to remove a large portion of their DEI initiatives in order to receive funding that went towards staff raises and construction.
Many of you may remember that we had a bit of a standoff between our caucus and the UW system when it came to DEI. Well, this bill would actually fix that situation because it would eliminate DEI from our campuses.
The Assembly also passing a bill that would force the DNR to make a grant program for PFAS testing. The governor, though, says he will likely veto that bill.
Also in the Assembly chamber, tribal leadership calling for bipartisan solutions to political issues. Potawatomi Chair James Crawford delivered the 20th annual State of the Tribes address yesterday morning. He noted how different tribes can work together to reach common goals and called on lawmakers to do the same.
There are still issues lingering that are too important to ignore. So we need to continue to have a dialogue to find solutions. And while these problems are difficult, we appreciate the efforts you have already undertaken to address some of these important issues.
Crawford praised lawmakers for many things, including increased Medicaid reimbursements for tribes and ensuring more access to indigenous foods. But he also asked for more work on the issues of human trafficking and affordable housing.
Almost every one of us has received a trophy at some point in our lives, maybe first place in a spelling bee or second place in a marathon.
And our Charlotte DeLeste shows us how the Gray family of Madison certainly deserves a World's Best Family trophy for helping our planet and doing something good.
Our first set was $60 trophy order. And we thought, oh my Lord, we're going to be rich for sure.
That was nearly 5 decades ago when Donna and Dave Gray opened Total Trophy Company out of their garage in Lake, Wisconsin.
And we made them from scratch.
They started the company that way too, infusing their creativity, fun, and personal values and beliefs into what would become a family business now located in Madison.
From day one, Dave and I, at the very beginning, before any of our family joined us, we have always believed in giving back. And it's just a fact of life. You get what you give.
For this duo, it's always about recognition, acknowledgement, and appreciation. It's the foundation of what's now known as Total Awards and Promotions. And just as the hardware has evolved over the decades, so has the Gray's business.
Our mission is that, first of all, that nothing should go in the landfill. It's ridiculous because it doesn't disintegrate.
Well, the marble is millions of years old. How long do you think it's going to take to rust or go away?
Recycling has been part of their practice for more than 36 years, but now with the help of daughter Janet.
There's enough trophies in our basements and attics in America that nobody has to make a new trophy. If we just shared them, if we moved them around, and nobody wants to take a trophy and throw it away. It's really hard to do that. There's so much honor in that trophy. And so we've done something. It makes people feel so good.
Welcome to the National Trophy Recycling Program, Total Awards nonprofit.
You'll never come into a space like this. I don't even know of one in America.
Every week, Janet receives 10 to 15 boxes of trophies to be recycled. Each box can contain up to 25 pieces. And then the work begins to save the planet and the budgets of other nonprofits.
What we're doing is we're keeping all the good parts, the columns, the marble bases. We're keeping all that marble from going to the landfills, the rods, the figures. So if a trophy has any part that's bad, we take it apart to use the parts.
Half of the 3,000 square foot showroom is filled with thousands of trophies ready to go.
We have 2 tellies. Yes, we do. These are probably our 10th tellies. We've had Clios. We just sold the Clios.
Just about everything is for sale to the public and free for nonprofits. And if you like to make things, they've got something for you, too.
So those things that we can't reuse or recycle, maybe somebody can make it into something else. Thank you so much for coming all this way. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It feels great. It feels great that we're doing something, that we're keeping all of this stuff from going to the landfill is very important. But I think it's also about appreciation. It gives us the opportunity to have a second round of appreciation.
An opportunity to show the world and the people around us they matter. After all, in the business of appreciation, there are only winners.
Our Charlotte DeLeste reporting there. So if you're interested in donating your unwanted trophies or if you're a nonprofit that needs some, find the story at channel3000.com.
Yep, that's where you'll find a link to Total Trophy Awards recycling service page. That is amazing.
Cool. That's a tough decision. Is there any old trophy hanging around that you'd have a hard time parting ways with?
Oh, you know, that 3rd place spelling bee one holds a special place in my heart, Chris.
You don't hold a grudge? You didn't get first?
I did. I lost on glaucoma.
Glaucoma?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a tough
12.
one. I'm a terrible speller, so.
Forgot the U. You have any?
I'm sure I've got a couple hanging around. You know, it's time. You know, give that to somebody else and let them find new joy in it. That's what I say.
Great reporting by Charlotte.
Very good. 6:38. Let's check in with Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, good morning, guys. A little chilly this morning, and it's not going to be as warm as what we've had over the last couple of days, but we do have some sunshine at least this morning. Clouds moving in, and also some scattered rain and snow showers for you. We'll track it in the first warn forecast just ahead.
And we're in the 608 on skates this morning at the Oregon Ice Arena. The Madison Speed Skaters invited me back for a little rematch. We're going to have that live next.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality name brand workwear and footwear because we get you. From the farm to the job site to your own backyard, we have great deals on your favorite rugged styles for spring. Right now, earn $50 in Carhartt bucks when you spend $200 on Carhartt gear, $100 off these men's cat work boots. And while you're in for workwear, save on 5 gallons of Blaine's diesel oil, $64.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. Plus, don't miss this weekend's free snack sampling event. See farmandfleet.com.
It's better than ever. Over 350 booths and 25 seminars at the Wisconsin Fishing Expo, February 23rd through the 25th at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison. Deals from legendary manufacturers and unique vendors not found in stores, plus dozens of boat dealers. Kids' activities include trout pond, casting competitions, bow fishing, kids bingo, and more. Prize patrol giveaways every day. WIFishingexpo.com. Sponsored by Wisconsin Outdoor News, Daiwa, Don's Marine, Blackfish, and Lucas Oil.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food. Oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
In the 608 today, Josh is hanging out at the Madison Speed Skating Club on a Friday morning. Asked Josh Spreiter to come back for a rematch.
Can't wait to see this. He's live in Oregon with the follow-up this morning. Josh, you got your skates all sharpened up.
I am ready to rock here, guys. Take a look
see
at the 601 skates here on a Friday morning. It has been 3 years since I've been on this ice with the Madison Speed Skaters, and we're going to have a little rematch towards the end of this segment. But first, we got to talk a little history. I want to bring in Wynn and Kieran Collins here. Wynn, I'm going to start with you because there's a lot of rich history within this club.
Yeah, the club started back in November of 1950, and it had a few inaugural members, one of whom, Billy Carroll, went to the Olympics in 1956, and Pat Gibson would have gone, except for unfortunately it wasn't a sport for females. After that, we've had over a dozen Olympians who skated with this club as kids.
Yeah, taking a look at some of the poster boards that you have up here, it's pretty cool just to see how many people have been a part of this over the last many, many decades.
Yeah, and the great part is we don't just have the competitive skaters. We have parents and children who skate together. We have recreational skaters, retirees. Really, the mission of the club has stayed true for all 73 years. We welcome skaters of all abilities and all ages.
Yeah, including your own son, Kieran. Kieran, how long have you been skating for?
About 3.5 years.
What is your favorite thing about being a part of the Madison Speed Skating Club?
Probably like the community. Just everyone's so nice and welcoming to skaters of all abilities. And yeah, you just congratulate everyone no matter whether they fell or skated of best time.
This is a really fast sport. I mean, you're really flying on those skates.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, what is it like to, be out there going through, the wind, going out there and racing all these people?
I don't know. I mean, it's all I think about when I'm doing it. My focus just narrows down to just the track, the people ahead of me, and I don't think about anything else.
And this has really become such a family sport for so many families here. When, talk about just the impact that this has had on your family.
Yeah, it's been really great for Kieran. It gives him something to do that he's proud of. It keeps him in shape. And like I said, we have multiple parent-child teams even now with the club. When we go back to the Olympians, we've had Olympian family members. The most well-known, of course, are the Haydens, Eric and Beth, but we've also had the Doctors, that's their last name, not their profession, who skated with the club, and even others where you'd have 3, 4, 5 family members skating with the club.
Wonderful. All right, so I think it's time for that rematch. We're going to get Coach Mary, Kieran, and Tevin over here for that rematch. Guys, we are ready to race. So, guys, I have to tell you, last time, you remember I raced these guys, Kieran was like this tall, and now he's like matching my height. Same thing with Tevin, so it's going to be a little bit different this year. Coach Mary Murphy, I'm going to give you the microphone so you can tell us exactly what we're going to do.
Sounds good, thanks. So let's get everyone near the line. All right, so there's 3 calls I'm going to say. I'm going to say, go to the start. You're going to go right up against that red line. You're going to say, ready. You're going to go down. And I'm going to say, go. And you shoot out to the forward.
All right.
Ready?
Let's do it.
All right, go to the start. Ready? Go.
A little bit different now here in 2024, guys, compared to 2021. These guys are like matching my height now. Pretty cool here. If you want to learn more about the Madison Speed Skating Club, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. And now I know how hard it is to talk after racing even one lap, guys. We'll send it back to you.
I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, Josh, it's all right.
You should have stayed on the inside. You got to get on the inside, Josh. Maybe push a little.
I didn't want to hurt him.
Okay.
Didn't want to embarrass him.
Josh, taking it easy on the kids. We appreciate it, Josh. Good stuff. Madison Speed Skaters in Oregon this morning. Thanks,
he did
Josh.
turn 30 this year, so I guess we got to give him a break.
He's pretty spry for 30.
Yeah, the knees are a little slower. 6:46. Out to Kelly now with your first warn weather. Not a bad day for some. Well, I guess you got to still do indoor skating, don't you?
Yeah, because the ice, obviously, yesterday.
No ice.
The ice pretty much just about history here in southern Wisconsin because of all the warm temperatures. And yeah, we're going to see some colder weather moving in today. Now, we are looking at the sun coming up on the horizon as we speak. A beautiful sunrise again, but the sun is going to give way to some clouds as we go through the morning hours. And it's going to be quite a bit cooler. Yesterday, we got up to 59, 40 expected today. Noticing our low tonight, it's 15, actually below average for a change, which is down to 18 degrees. So there it is, 59 in Madison. What a beautiful day yesterday. 61 in Janesville, got up to 64 in Boscobel, Lone Rock at 63. And yes, we've got spring flowers coming up, some crocus flowers. Thanks, Christy, for sending those in. May see some of those in your yard now, but they're going to be in for a rude awakening come tomorrow morning with teens to start out the morning. 37 in the afternoon, a lot of sunshine. And as we go into a Sunday, we're talking about temperatures near 50 degrees, so it will be quite a bit mild. Really nice end to our weekend. Just have to get through the next 2 days, which are going to be colder, nothing drastic, but just a little bit closer to where we should be for this time of the year. We are looking at some rain and snow showers to develop after the noon hour into the early evening hours before tapering off. Then a quiet day tomorrow, but we are talking about the warm-up on Sunday into next week, and likely to be breaking some records on Tuesday. Our record high is 61, calling for highs in the mid-60s, and that's out ahead of a storm that may bring us some stronger storms come Tuesday afternoon, evening. There's a cold front poised to move on through, so our temperatures getting up close to 40 early this afternoon, but then actually dropping a little bit as some of that colder air moves on in. So we'll see those clouds move in here at the noon hour. Snow showers up to the north, the Camp Douglas, Dells area, moving toward Madison, may mix with a little bit of rain for Lone Rock, over there toward Dodgeville, Madison area, down to the south. Then eventually it'll change over to all snow about 6 o'clock before starting to wind down between 7 and 8 o'clock. And then the cold air settles in overnight tonight with clearing skies. As far as snowfall, should be pretty minor, less than an inch area wide as we go through this afternoon and evening. So we're talking about winter-like weather. Then we're talking about spring-like thunderstorms coming our way. That's why we have a first warn alert day for some strong strong, potentially severe weather developing. It looks like late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Looks like the window of opportunity for that. So tracking this out, Tuesday afternoon, starting to see some showers and storms develop. Noticing how quickly it changes over, though, to a little bit of a mix of rain and snow off to the west, and eventually that'll change over to all snow before winding down, it looks like by Wednesday morning. 25 in Lone Rock, 32 in Madison. It's 30 in Janesville right now, 31 in Watertown across Dane County. It's down to 30 in Cross Plains, 31 in Waunakee, and also Sun Prairie. So 40 today with the clouds moving in with that rain-snow mixture. Tapering off this evening. We clear out late tonight. 15 and waking up tomorrow morning, 37 in the afternoon. 50s return Sunday, almost 60 Monday, well in the 60s Tuesday. First warn alert day for that potential of some strong to severe storms later in the day.
Kelly, thank you. Programming note this morning. Tonight on Channel 3, you can watch the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks will be on at 9 o'clock right here on free over-the-air programming. The Deer will travel to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves. It'll be the first of 10 games will be airing on WISC-TV in Television, Wisconsin. Since the first game's on WISC-TV, we're going to be switching some things around tonight. The 10 o'clock news is going to be on Television, Wisconsin. That's 3.2 over there. You can also find that on Spectrum and DirecTV. It also means CBS programming will be seen later than normal, so The Late Show with Stephen Colbert will air after the game, and then the show after midnight will follow that. Blue Bloods will be seen at about 1:30 in the morning. If you can't stay up that late, it will stream for free starting on Saturday. Just go to cbs.com/shows/Blue Bloods. All the information's up on the website.
6:50 now, coming up in the morning sprint. All the top headlines to start your Friday.
We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The biggest President's Day mattress marathon sale ends Tuesday at Ashley. Get the best mattress deals ever while they last. Save up to $1,100 on adjustable mattress sets, plus 5 years special financing. Only at Ashley.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son. The fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in, they don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Watch the Bucks return to broadcast TV when they take on the T-Wolves on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Greek Freak heads to Minnesota to tangle with one of the top teams in the West. It's a Twin Cities showdown. Bucks, T-Wolves on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Tonight at 9, here on WISC TV3.
It's your last chance to get our very best deals of the season during the President's Day sale. Get up to 10 Benjamins in savings without a single Washington down. Get savings up to $1,000 instantly, plus 5 years special financing. Only at Ashley.
Gruber Law Offices. One call,
That's all.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news just into the newsroom. Firefighters are still on the scene of a house fire on Madison's east side. Crews got the call just before 5:30 this morning along South Marquette Street. They've since knocked the fire down. No injuries are reported. It's not clear yet what's behind the cause.
Authorities in Manitowoc County say they have arrested 2 people, including the mother of Elijah Vu. Vu was the subject of an Amber Alert. That Amber Alert still active this morning. The mother is being held on suspicion of child neglect. She could appear in court to face formal charges as soon as today. Another man whose address and court records matches where the boy was last seen is expected to be in court on child neglect charges as well.
The defendant in the brutal sexual assault of a UW-Madison student will be back in court today. Brandon Thompson has his final pretrial hearing scheduled for 10 o'clock. He's charged with first-degree sexual assault, causing bodily harm, first-degree reckless injury, and strangulation and suffocation. He's pleading not guilty. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin is asking the state Supreme Court to create a constitutional right to an abortion in the Badger State. The new filing would be a major push toward abortion rights in Wisconsin. That's because a constitutional right made by the court is difficult to overturn through laws. It's even more difficult for a federal court to overturn it.
In its final day of the session, the State Assembly passed a resolution to restrict diversity, equity, and inclusion positions for the universities of Wisconsin. The deal was struck earlier between Republicans and the system. It will provide funding for raises and other necessities such as construction in the UW system on the condition that over half of DEI positions are removed.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We do have some clear skies for now, but the clouds will win out, and we've got some colder weather moving in behind a front that will trigger some scattered rain and snow showers this afternoon. Some of that colder air works in. It's going to be brief, though. We're right back into some warmer temperatures by Sunday. That'll continue into Monday and Tuesday, and that's out ahead of a storm that'll bring us some showers and maybe some thunderstorms. So we go from winter-like weather right into spring-like weather fairly quickly. Clouds winning out today, though. Quite a change from yesterday as we get up to about 40. Early this afternoon, temperatures starting to fall as we get that rain-snow mixture, changing to all snow as we go toward 5, 6 o'clock, and that starts to wind down between 7 and 8 o'clock as some of that colder air starts to move on in. Sun coming up. Enjoy the sun for now because the clouds will win out today. Up to about 40 at the noon hour before those temperatures start to fall a little bit. We're back to sunshine, but a colder day tomorrow, 37. We're back up to 50 on Sunday.
Kelly, thank you. Have a great weekend, folks. Enjoy that sun this morning. Stay warm.